actually do just to get the wrong place. Okay, and that one. Two. Okay, another no sail. The anchor should be good. Jump in the water. There's a sunken ship, there must be a treasure. It is. What is that? What are you going to attack? Oh, is that what it is? Ah, okay. Let's see this one. So I don't get what's going on. That's pretty. I feel like everything. Yep. hell on earth? What on earth somewhere where I can just I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either. Like a map or something. There's a big skull over there. Go towards that skull? Maybe. Why? I don't have anything. I have somewhere. I can swim. Okay, well my ship's gone. How would you do? You go towards the fire and die? Okay, well, how did they return to your ship though? My ship sank. Okay. So let's try and start this again and see if I can start from the beginning, because I had no idea what was going on. Okay, so I'm trying out Sea of Thieves. I started a game when it first came out, and I couldn't figure it out, and I figured why not try it again, because it's meant to be a really good game, and a couple of the podcasts I listen to say that it's a really good game, and it's more fun, and they've added stuff. So I figured, why not give it a go? Who knows if I'm going to be any good. I just jumped back into the... and it was all... and then my ship, boat, we're going to call it, got blown up and almost drowned.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm going to start again. Hello.
What's up, dude?
Not much. I'm trying out Sea of Thieves. I don't know what it's like. Never played before, so it'll be interesting.
Cool, man. I'll show you the ropes. I'm a seasoned veteran.
Awesome.
No worries, dude. I'll just turn my mic to always on so it's easier to talk to you. Or do you happen to have Discord? Wait, are you playing on Xbox or PC?
On an Xbox.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I'll just turn my mic on then. Alright, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Alright, man. Well, let's get you some clothes. Why don't you come over here? You can go to this clothing box and press, or well, what on Xbox? It'll pop up for you. So that's where you can equip like peg legs and hooks and tattoos and stars and scars and stuff. And then on the left here is where you can actually put clothes on.
Cool. Okay, I have clothes now.
There you go.
Received.
Not a naked sailor anymore.
It's normally a good start.
Do they have fish act?
Yes, some, but I live with, so it's kind of like...
Because I'm from, so that's quite interesting that we got paired together. Because clearly we're quite far away from each other. Maybe you don't have the best ping.
Probably not.
Alright, my guy, here's the basic tutorial. Where are you? There you go. So you're always going to want cannonballs in your inventory, which are in these barrels. I always put them in the top barrel, just so that we know all of our supplies rather than having to dig through 2 barrels.
Okay.
So you can go to these cannons, and I'm not sure what it is on Xbox. If you go up to them, you can interact with them. Maybe it says use cannon for you.
Yeah, it's got use cannon and load cannon.
Yeah, so how about just use cannon first? Okay, and then, yeah, now you should be able to load it. Perfect. So when you see the wick on the kill up, that means you know it's loaded.
Oh, cool.
And unfortunately, we don't have any targets to really sure you'll get plenty of practice, because there are always mean pirates on the seas. So it's always good before you leave port, yeah, to load both cannons. Also, here are the boards down here. If you come down to the lower portion of the ship. So the boards are in this barrel. Planks, I believe, yeah. And those are, if we get holes in the ship, you'll run up to them, and I'm not sure what it is on Xbox again, and it'll prompt you, but there'll be like water splashing in, and you'll have to repair it. So that's quite an important thing. Now again, you'll have to. It's probably maybe going to be a trigger or something, maybe left trigger, to use all your various equipments. Like, can you change to your bucket?
Yep.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, so a bucket. This is going to be the thing that's going to literally save our lives. If there's water filling up, you scoop it, and then you throw it off the boat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The detail in
let's see, anything else?
If you have to do all of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, everything else pretty standard. Oh, okay, bananas. If you ever get shot, you're going to want to eat one of these bad boys, because it's going to give you health. Your health is in the bottom left corner. If you get shot, depending on, it's really good pirate, he one-shot you, because you can use 2 instantaneously to essentially kill someone very quickly.
Wow.
Now, as well, when you're on the high seas, you always want to turn your lights off, because that's a very dead giveaway if we're on the horizon and our lightning. This is the anchor, so why don't you interact with that? Okay, and now just push forward. Yep, perfect. Go all the way around. Yeah. And then I can hop on it too to help, and it goes much faster. So, also then, how about you lower it as well? Because that's another, you know, if we're going to go forward, we're also going to need to stop. So as you can see, it's like it's timed. So you want to release it a little bit early, and then you'll eventually stop. So we're going to get sailing now. These are the sails right here. You adjust them up and down. And then behind them are the adjustments for the direction of the wind. Now, a good thing as well, before we lower the sails, is to put a flag up at the top. There are the breeze indicators, but honestly, looking up at the flag is much easier to tell where the wind is going.
I thought it would end up being you just hop in the boat and kind of say, I want to go over there, and the boat goes that way. Like there was so much
Nope, there's definitely directional wind in this game, and so it's important to try and keep your sails full. So we have the wind to our backs. So before we leave, I just bought a mission, so we can all propose it here. And if you want to come, you can come and vote for it down here on the part here. So now that we have it, I'm not too sure what the controls are, but you should be able to pull up there's a similar to when you pulled up the items to use different like the bucket and stuff like that. There's an option to open up your quests. Like, can you get access to
like,
all the maps
not
and stuff like that.
no, so the only thing that is showing up is resources, equipment, reputation, and voyages.
I wonder if Xbox you don't have a quick select to voyages, because yeah, that's what we're on. But
Right.
so was it? Maybe try left bumper instead of left trigger. Does that show some maps that you can select?
Hang on, so I've got the it's like a telescope, a compass.
Mm-hmm. No, if you see those items aren't going to be in the same list. There's an entirely different selection menu that you can
Okay,
get
yep.
all of the quests.
Ah, cool. So it's so there's another. The other bumper does there's a whole
Okay,
5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, so if you select the top one, we can go to the map table over here. So we are looking for Wanderer's Refuge is one of them. So we'll just look around on the map to see if we can find Wanderer's Refuge. There it is. So I'm going to mark it on the map. And we'll just mark every single one. So the next one is an actual map that will have an X for where the treasure is.
Okay.
So if you just give me access to the map table, there it is, Cannon Cove right there is the second one. Go to the third one, which is Lone Cove. There we go. And oh, I definitely recognize this one. This one's over here, Sailor's Bounty. And the last one is Mermaid's Hideaway, which is just north of there, or south, sorry. I thought it was. There it is. Yeah, just south. Okay. All right. So we have a fair distance to go initially.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll head out to, I think, Mermaid's Hideaway. So that's northwest. There's a compass right next to the wheel. So why don't you come and lower the sails here? It's this front one.
Yep. So do you want it all the way down?
Mm-hmm. Yep, all the way down. Yep, keep going. Perfect. And then I'll just get us going in the right direction, and then we'll adjust the wind. So that sound that you heard, the like ruffling of the sails, that means we have full wind. So you constantly want to be adjusting the sails to try and get that perfect wind. So see how the flag is spinning off to the left there? If I turn the sail just a little bit off to the left there, now we have full wind. And we're on our way. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, just going a little off course here.
Because the wind has changed, so that means we need to move the angle again?
Yep. Yeah, you got it. So why don't you pull it all the way to the left?
The way to the left.
Perfect. There you go. Sometimes with the wind and the direction that you need to go, it doesn't always line up perfectly where you need it.
Okay.
As well, like a little tip, when you're using the sloop gear, if you adjust the map properly, you can actually look down from the back here, just like all the way if you're on the right heading.
Yep.
And if you notice this golden part of the wheel here, that's the center of, like, in normal conditions, that it'll keep the boat straight. And you can also, there's also an actual audio cue as well, that when you cross the center, it'll actually make like a thump sound, so you know that you're going straight. But the wind is just pretty powerful, like we have a pretty deep. So it's just always about trying to find the sweet spot.
Okay.
So we're actually rolling up to some fog right now, which can honestly be a little dangerous. Luckily we can actually headed right for an island, so we can try and go around it here.
Okay.
Yeah, the fog gets pretty spooky.
Because you can run into fires and... Oh, there's a nice big island. Big mountain.
Mm-hmm. Land ho. So do you want to lower the anchor for me?
Okay.
Perfect. Alright, so you're going to want to get that first page out, and we're going to try and solve a riddle.
Okay. On Wanderer's Refuge, since long ago, a heavy chest of gold aglow. At the high ground above the rocky tunnel to the far southwest lies an ancient mystery. Lift ye flame high for a chance of victory.
Alright. Headed up this rock cliff, I believe. So careful, there are snakes on this island, but if you need to pass by, if you play your instrument, you can charm them and they won't bite you.
Okay.
Well, of course, we already get a pretty difficult quest, because there should be something up here, maybe like a painting or something. So you can always check your compass, which is, I believe it says southwest, to the far southwest.
So up high on the southwest. There's a glimmering something down on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
There's some skeletons.
You're gonna watch out, there's some skeletons spawning.
Could it be that shiny speck, like that glowing thing on the beach? Or is that something different?
No, we have to raise our lantern high up. That shiny thing is, I think, a message in a bottle. It's a message in a bottle, so it's another like potential quest that we can do.
Okay.
See, yeah, it's just I happen to be in a random. I don't quite see where, but yeah, I got it. That was a weird one. To the grave adorned with rope to the southeast. Now you need to tread a secret shown with this map you read. So to the southeast we go. Apparently a grave site, which is probably going to be down there. It might be actually down on this side here. Oh yeah, these look like graves. Here we go. Here's the one with rope. So if you take out the parchment and read it right in front of this thing, why don't you try it? Perfect.
Oh.
So I would assume that it's probably this guy right here, because it's a very shallow grave. So we need to go 7 paces south west, which should be right here. Beautiful. Alright, why don't you come help me dig this up? It's in the same area where your bucket is. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. You can carry it back to the ship. Follow me. Perfect. Alright, you can put it down in here. Yeah, just come on over here. Yeah, you could just even set it up there if you like. If you just walk up to the wall and I think you press how you picked it up. Perfect. There you go. Alright, so we're headed to Mermaid's Hideaway, which is directly west from us. Yeah, if you want to take a look. It's Don't forget if you shoot your weapon to always refill your ammo with the X right here. It's down below, gun on the ground. So what's your preference, my guy? Do you like to be a good pirate? Do you like to be a bad pirate?
Probably a good pirate. Even in a game, I struggle with the bad guy and things.
Good, kind pirate.
Do you ever would you mix it up?
It really depends what type of day I'm having. But I am more than happy to have a peaceful adventure with you and only defend ourselves when necessary. There is a potential enemy to the north, pulling into that port there. See how the lights, if you look to your right, yeah, right off the right there. See how the lights really give away, if you jump up here you'll be able to see easier. It's already daytime, but the lights give away that ship. Oh, that ship just sank. Holy shit. I wonder what happened. Interesting. Well, I was slightly worried, but looks like if they sank, then we're alright. Watch out. I think that's gonna hit you. Oof. Close. Cannon. So some islands, there'll be skeletons on the cannons.
Oh, okay.
So we'll want to park our boat in a position where they can't hit it.
Okay.
So we'll just come over here a little bit. We should be out of range. Would you like to lower the anchor, my good sir?
Yeah.
Now, if you'd like some, I'll go kill that guy. You can repair the holes in our ship and bail it.
Okay.
If you grab the boards, and then you find the hole, patch it up. And don't forget to bail the water with the buckets. Typically, if you scoop one thing of water into your bucket, a little extra time.
Okay.
Alright, that no good skeleton's dead. Also coming back with the gunpowder barrel. Like essentially an extremely explosive keg of gunpowder. This thing right here. So these are
Okay.
excellent to use when it's chasing. You can light the fuse, and then they explode. And they'll do immense damage to boats. So you never keep them on the deck. Inadvertently be hit by a cannonball, which would cause extreme damage to your ship. So you always keep these in the crow's nest.
Okay.
Because even if they blow it up in the crow's nest, it won't damage our ship.
Oh, cool.
Alright. Yeah, perfect. I saw it. You did a great job. So with your newfound skills at deciphering riddles, take a look at the mermaid's hideaway. You know, protect you.
At the following adventure at the northwest high point, the reward is found 70 feet.
Dump us out, because I've adventurer.
Okay.
And then we're in. Mm-hmm.
7
And then you can just, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect.
And then shovel.
Hey, there you go. Good job.
Awesome.
All right, back to the ship, my little turkey. I just want to put it down below. And it's always good practice to, when you do land on an island, through some of the barrels, boards, cannonballs, and bananas. Because they are the resources that keep us alive in this game, keep us safe. So always being readily stocked up on them is very helpful. I've been in far too many fights where you're very low on resources and turns into a terror deal. So confused. There's some really like ominous music.
I heard that earlier. It was like something's ready to come out and try and get us, but they get away.
Definitely sounds that way. Might be a megalodon nearby, I'm not sure.
So set up, there's more cannonballs over this way, but it's saying that I can't carry anymore.
Yep, that's perfect. Now, as long as we fill up, so before you go on an island, try and dump everything off into the barrels that you have in your hands, so you free up your inventory, and then just pick up as much as you can, or as much as you can see, and then that'll be fine. It's just good habit to get into, because then at least you're resupplying your ship.
Yep.
Rather than getting into a fight and realizing you only have 4 planks in the barrel and you got 5 holes and the math doesn't work.
No.
Alright, off to Cannon Cove. And always when you get back on the ship, try and remember to get more ammo.
Yep. I found one of those gunpowder barrels as well.
Oh, perfect. And just always be careful with having those in your hands around skeletons, because if a skeleton shoots it, you go kablamo.
Right, that makes sense. I didn't realise this game was so like involved. Like, everything like putting up the sails, taking them down.
Yeah, I've heard they have added quite a bit more to the game. I just got the game about a week ago.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
2 weeks.
I
I've
tried to play
played
it
it quite a bit.
when it first came out. And it didn't. I just couldn't get into it, and I think I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then
Yeah, fair enough. It's not the most intuitive game, that's for sure. Yeah, the stuff that I'm showing you is just kind of what I've learned. Oh, I guess you missed putting it down when you were up in the crow's nest. Again?
Yep. If you don't want it to explode.
No. Perfect, there you go. So if you want to go check the map, let's see your navigational skills.
Yep.
The left is where we are, and the circled mark is where we need to go.
Okay.
Which direction do we need to go?
Northeast.
Perfect.
Straight.
Alright, let's go. That's alright, the anchor's pretty fast on the sloop. If you sail with anyone else, like in a bigger group, the brig or the galleon, the anchor takes literally forever. So it's always good to have teammates who want to help you with the anchor.
Yeah.
But I always just like the sloop because it's extremely nimble and it's really a good ship. Nice and compact.
That skull above, or in the sky, that's where we're headed, isn't it?
Not quite. There's going to be a fort just beyond where we're heading. And the skull in the sky signifies that a fort is active. So you can actually go there and fight the waves, or skeletons, sorry. And potentially defeat them. And there's a lot of loot, actually. Lots and lots of loot to be had from skeleton forts.
Okay.
Quite difficult to defeat. I've only done it a few times with 2 people, and it's quite difficult. I think you'd have a really difficult time, just because you're quite new to PvP and stuff, so we can stay away from that. There's another potential enemy ship to the northwest. Looks like they're just sailing on though. All right, my good sir, would you like to hit the anchor for me? Alright, so this is the one that's the map on the very top.
I'm just going to empty my items.
Oh, okay, you're right here. And then you're gonna let the... Oh, cannonballs are on the deck here.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, see, here's a perfect example.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see the ship, the direction that I'm pointing? See how the lights, if you cruise around with your lights on... Oh, I think they just went out of render distance. Yep. Never mind, you can't see them anymore. Lesson. Yep.
Yep.
Let's see if you can figure out where this... Yeah. I'll give you a hint. We are in the cove where that X is.
We're probably about not too far off of it here.
Mm-hmm. I believe in you, my good sir. I'm gonna go look for some materials. Oh, I think you forgot to heal maybe with bananas, unfortunately.
Ah, yes. The dam. supplied.
Perfect. Oh, it's alright, the chest, my good sir.
You got it?
We'll head out to the next island. It's a good one, too. There are varying degrees.
Okay.
And this is one of the better ones, for sure. Take a look at it. Shiny.
Nice. It's captain's chest.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Alright. Well, look at the table. We have 2 more missions.
We've got Lone Cove.
One's at
and
Lone
Sky
Cove,
Hunt.
and yeah, I say we'll go to Lone Cove first, which is just slightly north. Perfect, good job. Yeah, that's one thing to be full of all the time is to make sure if you are injured to heal with the bananas. We only eat an all-vegan diet here on Sea of Thieves. Just a full, delicious
Just
supply
bananas.
of bananas. Mm-hmm. I'm actually just curious. Seems to be a rowboat over here, and sometimes when people they put stuff in their rowboat.
Ah, okay.
And worst comes to worst, if anything, then we get a free rowboat, which is always nice as well. Ah, there it is, off to the left. No treasure, unfortunately. That's alright. Yeah, these are great if you're bringing multiple treasure off of an island. You can, instead of having to swim them all out, you can bring that and we just attach it to the boat. And away we go. Seeing as we're right next to a port, why don't we just go in and turn these few chests in? Get you some money. unfortunately gone into a little bit too shallow of some water. So if you'd like to just go patch some holes downstairs.
Yeah, no problem. Do that.
Perfect. Alright, why don't you take the captain's chest right up here and follow me. Captain's chest is right here.
Okay.
Yep. And we'll just head to, so depending on the type of items that you find, you want to bring them to the respective, I guess factions might be the word. There are 3 types of, I think they're called guilds maybe. There's the gold hoarders, which are treasure chests too, which they are tent. This gentleman here. And you can just directly sell it to him rather than going into the menu. One should say sell and one should say talk to. Perfect, there you go. Yeah, so we got 1,000 for that. Perfect.
Oh.
And we'll just put that last treasure chest in, and then we'll head out back into our adventures. Unfortunately, seafarers are about the worst chests you can find.
Right.
Which is the one that I have in my hands right now. It's just a plain brown one. I think you get anywhere between and 250 or some gold.
Okay.
So skulls in the game, which you kill by or get by killing pirate captains. And let's see what else. Oh, and then there's like marketable items, like silk and plants and stuff that you sell to the merchant.
Right. There you go. All that treasure got me up to level 5.
Get you some more money. Get some fancy clothes. Or guns, or whatever you want to spend it on. So yeah, I believe we'll head north. Now if you look off to the left, that is a ghost galleon ship that you can fight and receive some decent loot. Usually, essentially the best way is to board them with a powder keg barrel and blow it up on the lower decks. But maybe that's still just not quite oh, okay, so that rumbling, we're actually going to get attacked by a megalodon, which is a big beast, probably right behind us. There he is. So, actually, what I typically like to do is lower the anchor, sails, and then raise the anchor. So, every once in a while he'll charge and attack, and you'll want to get as far away on the side of the boat where he's going to attack. You can shoot him with your pistol, and we'll also be shooting him with our cannons. So he's going to attack, so you want to get to the other side of the ship.
Ship needs repairing now?
Yep. And also, you might have gotten hurt, so remember to banana up.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, if you just want to bail the ship. Oh, watch out, it's gonna attack again. We're alright. Alright, so I can fix these holes. Yeah, I'll leave you to fixing those 2 holes, and I'll shoot them with the cannon. He's gonna attack. Yeah, you're doing great, man.
This is what gets quite
You're Megalodon.
intense and I'm only bottom. Can't find any holes in it coming in. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, there's water. There's holes at the back of the ship there. There you go.
Figure out where they were.
Yeah, those ones can go. Okay, so we have some more holes on the... Perfect, you're on it.
Yep.
Are you doing alright back there?
Yes. I'm
Glad to hear it.
just about.
Yeah, you want to patch the holes, it's fine. I'll help out. You patch the holes, patch the holes. These ones are a little bit more severe. Yeah, the lower ones leak lots of water, whereas the back ones don't.
Right.
As well. Down below. Here, I'll get it. Extremely important. The back ones don't leak too much. Perfect. Looks like you're on top of it now. Be good.
And I remember to eat a banana.
And he's dead. And, a little scary.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson for you to learn how to patch holes and
Yeah.
where some of the sneaky ones can be. Yeah, that too. Yeah, very important life skills. So you can see his front there kind of floating around. Oh, and not sinking. So I'm just going to move it ever so slightly. And there should be some treasure coming up. Second. Should be in the water.
Okay.
Yep. So, if you look directly
shiny.
off the front of the ship, yeah, there you go. Lots of stuff is floating up. So if you want to hop out, go collect some of that, bring it back to the boat. Yeah, well, we'll put it away once we gather. There might be only one thing left. Ah, there it is. It's hiding by our ship.
Ah, yep.
Perfect. Well, this is a couple grand. If you take a look at this cap, it's actually a rare skull, and we'll get some decent money for it. So since we're so close to the port, we'll go back, turn that all in, get you some money.
There's some lights off in the distance on our left. They...
That is a yeah, ghost ship. Now,
Okay.
if you look more lights though, you'll see the outline of an island, and there's a ship parked on the other side. You can just see the crow's nest and the sail. It's going to be quite dark, so you might not be able to see it. I'm not really sure how well Xbox renders stuff.
Don't think they're anywhere near as good as PCs. No matter what they want to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, so that one with the blue, that's one of the skeleton ships that you can fight.
Right.
If you'd like to clear, my good sir.
Yep.
Alright, so these here, anything that's in kind of a square box like that, I'll show you where they go if you want to grab a skull as well. Maybe that stronghold skull. Or maybe skeleton captain, I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, yep, skeleton captain.
Alright, so anything in a box goes to this trader. See how much we got for it. Nice, 3,500. That's really good.
Oh.
And then if you follow me, eye symbol right here above this place is always for the lady with skull. She's even holding a skull in here. So if you come and sell that to her, so that would be 5 grand. So we made more money killing that megalodon than we did sailing around for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's typically how it is. Like killing the megalodons, the skeleton ships and stuff are a little bit more rewarding.
No.
So if you want a box there, that goes to the gold hoarders, which are in the little tent.
Yep.
There we go. I think we'll just quickly try and fill up on a few resources, because I'm sure we're a little planks around the island. The missions that you find in barrels are quite hit or miss. I typically don't do them because they aren't that great.
Okay.
Sometimes you get lucky, but excellent. That's looking better. Let's try and get one more round of stuff and then we'll get out of here. Alright, that should do it. Alright, after much delays, get right on to the island where we've been trying to get to.
those in the water, they just both get in.
When you need to resupply, it's not to jump off and loot those barrels. They usually have just, yeah, bananas, cannonballs, all that good necessary stuff. Alright, my good sir, here we are at Lone Cove. Solve us a riddle. Alright, headed to the southwest of the island. See anything that looks like a boar's grave?
Some snakes. Anything I can...
I saw you coming from miles away.
Found
I'll
it.
keep you in my
There's a
sights.
graveyard over here.
Ah.
Alright, we're looking for the hilltop camp to the north.
That was something.
Was that you?
The one of the skeletons had a barrel in his hand. Just ran into me with it.
They do happen to spawn like that sometimes. What you need to do is run away and then shoot it from a safe distance.
Okay.
Yeah, those still even get me sometimes, unfortunately. Alright, my guy, one more trade this voyage. There's quite a few chests at the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're headed... Oh yeah, 4 chests. Perfect. And we're headed to Sailor's Bounty. Oh, there's a big one again. So, how are you enjoying the game so far?
It's really good. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, or do. It's so involved. I thought it would just kind of be a. Have you played Creed game boats?
Oh yeah.
I kind of thought it would be like that, where it's just you do a little bit, but it's mostly just you kind of stand in one place and don't have to do anything. But,
I see.
it's good.
Yeah, no, there's definitely quite a bit to do, that's for sure.
And quite lots to think about, which I didn't think there'd be. Like little things like turning off the lights make sense, but you wouldn't necessarily think of it
those are
normally.
those are just small subtleties that you learn after a while. I mean, we've been relatively lucky that we haven't had to deal with any hostile ships.
Yep.
Because that's typically the worst part of the game is depending on, especially if you're a new player, which I'm very sympathetic for. We're just trying to get a little bit of money and, you know, learn the game. There are some very skilled people at this game who can kill you and take your treasure and sink your ship quite quickly.
Right.
So typically as a new player, it's just always good to run.
Yep. Some
Oh,
green
sorry,
thing.
I drank a little too much. That's my vomit.
Oh, lovely.
Excuse me, I just had a couple cold ones while I was at the wheel.
Just driving and throwing up at the same time, lovely.
Yeah, it's a skill I learned as a pirate in the Caribbean. Comes in handy. If you can't hold your grog, you just gotta purge sometimes. Got your tankard, and you drink it, you can see what happens when you get drunk. You get all like wobbly and it's hard to walk straight. It's actually really funny. There's actors to reef and get progressively more and more drunk. Yeah, some people actually use the throw up as a weapon because you can throw up a bucket. And then
okay.
that green stuff that covered your camera, so if you throw a bucket of vomit at someone, then they can't see.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, okay.
What's that?
It's, I think I'm drunk. It's not the easiest to swim.
Drinking on the job, eh? Are you attempting to try and find the other two chests there?
I was. I got tapped by some skeletons.
Ah, okay. That's alright.
Over at the top.
I can come help you in a second. I'm just getting these two chests. Hey, good job, dude.
And some skeletons.
Yeah, typically when you dig up a chest, skeletons will spawn.
Okay.
I think they're supposed to be the old crew.
Ah, right. Oh no! I fell off a cliff.
Did you die?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, unfortunately fall damage can be quite painful in this game. Sakura.
Yes, I think I'm there. Found it.
You just have to, yeah, dig it up all the way.
Seafarers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna use the rowboat, but it's apparently really bugging out. Yeah, I just have all the chests each. that's it. Alright, well we completed that voyage. Let's head back to Lit. I'm gonna go to bed. It's about 1:30 in the morning for me.
Oh wow, it's 11:15.
That's surprising. I guess you must be... Because did you say you are in New Zealand?
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's Thursday night.
Cool. Oh, it's Thursday night. Okay, I see. It's Wednesday night for me. Well,
Yep.
quite early Wednesday morning. Or see, I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, you did great this voyage. Glad I could help you try and adjust to the game.
Yeah. Thank you very much for showing me the ropes.
No worries, man. Really not a very intuitive game. There's a lot to it, so always happy to help. So the tidbit of information that I can bestow on you is it's always try and sell the chests that are worth the most, which are these two. The captain's chest is the most, because as you can see off to our right side, we do have potential enemy sloop heading this way.
Okay. Oh, yep.
His light's way.
Yeah.
They're far enough away though that they really shouldn't be able to get to us in time while we sell.
Okay. I guess while the boat's just out in the middle, come on board and take everything.
Yeah, they can side us and cannon us and blow holes in the side and then potentially sink us. There's a lot that... Now also, because of the night, we could always go over and see what they're up to and potentially trying to live. Because even if we die, we don't... Well, we'll have sold all our stuff, so we're not at risk at losing anything. So we're just gonna go around to the other side of the other. Actually, well, no, yeah. Alright, bottom. I'd like to patch that, my good sir.
Yep. So where did the chests go to? Were they to the tent?
To the tent, yes. How much money do you have?
I think it was 8.
Hey, there you go. Could potentially buy a pretty good looking jacket or a couple minor things, peg leg or a hook, or yeah, that's all sorts of stuff you can buy. Nice little quiet run, and we'll go check out and see if we can take some treasure off these boys. We'll be the instigators for tonight. Seen directly ahead at that island, that's those 2 sails, that's a brig, is a ship that has 3 people sailing. We would know numbered, which it's not too much of a problem in the sloop because it's quite nimble. I think by 2v2.
Yep.
And yeah, don't be too stressed because if we die, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
So one thing that I like is you put a powder keg on front. So then as we head in to go say hi to them, we ram into their ship. So it won't hurt our boat, but if it goes over the top of their boat, like what happens when you ram them, it actually does significant damage.
Oh, cool.
And if you ever want to talk to people, it's always louder through the horn if you need to talk to them from far away. I think the second page.
Oh, yep, I found it.
There you go.
Oh.
Too bad we're headed into the wind. Be nice to just fly up on them. Just to get a little close without them being able to see us.
Yep. So what's the best tactic at like blowing them up at the start, but then what's the best tactic with trying to win?
One person sails the ship, and the other person tries to board their ship and stop them from repairing and fight them. So I think probably what will happen is we'll do a pass on their ship, and I'll jump off and try and tackle them, and then if you steer the ship, then maybe try and do a couple passes and use the cannon, so make sure you have cannonballs on you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize this is a port, so looks like they're probably just selling all their stuff.
very good at sailing the boat.
Right. Yeah, they unfortunately had sold all of their stuff, but yeah, that barrel, yeah, does extensive damage, so I fought them off. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me.
Alright,
It's been a pleasure playing with you.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
no worries, man.
thank you very much for showing
Glad
me.
we could, yeah, we could get you some gold. Good luck, and if you do decide to keep playing, I think maybe if I leave, someone might end up joining again. I'm not sure.
Awesome. Hey, you too.
Pleasure. Don't forget me now. Just pick the pointiest one. Here.
Step in and step up. Bye for now.
In time to... What are you waiting for? Anything? Bye! The Order welcomes you. Gather heads. Hide your hand.
How can I help you? Farewell, matey.
I see robbery in your eyes. Hey, let me check your pockets.
What am I?